Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is just a review of last night's Showtime pay-per-view, Floyd Mayweather versus Andre Berto. It was your typical Floyd Mayweather beat down. I can't really say beat down. I'm gonna just say he basically outboxed Andre Berto. Now, I'm somebody who used to box, so when I'm watching a boxing fight, I'm paying attention to things that most people are not paying attention to, like the setup, the combinations, certain foot movements, the certain way that a boxer's positioning itself to lead with a right hook. Just the very intricate details of the art form of boxing, where most people are just looking for the big punch or who's gonna get knocked the hell out. But in this fight, I didn't really find any type of excitement from it. It was like Andre Berto just had the same game plan all throughout the fight. He didn't switch it up, and we all know if you guys watch Floyd Mayweather fights, one thing that makes Mayweather so great about what he does is not just his defense, but it's the fact that he can adapt to anyone's style. So when you come in there, he's basically testing you out for the first 4 rounds. That's why if you guys watch Mayweather fights, he usually amps it up after the fourth round because he's pretty much figured out what the fight is going to come at him with. So, you have to know how to adjust yourself and combat certain things that Mayweather is going to do towards you. And it was like Andre Berto just kept the same game plan over and over and over. Everything he was throwing at him, it wasn't working. Mayweather, he tried to give the fans some type of excitement. I believe the eighth round, I think the last 2 rounds, but pretty much other than that, he just was, leading them into certain combinations, stepping back, throwing the jab, throwing the right, getting back in his shell defense, and that was it, and he basically beat him on a scorecard. And, I knew the fight was over pretty much after the third round. I said, this guy, Andre Berto, has not figured out that Mayweather has him figured out, and he's gonna have to come with a different game plan. When you're fighting this guy, you have to have an A, B, C, and D plan, or you're not even gonna have a competition against this guy. You're not even gonna have a chance. But overall, to me, it was it was kind of boring. And even though a lot of people say Mayweather fights are boring, I usually find some type of entertainment in them because, like I said, I'm paying attention to other things that most people are not paying attention to. So that's exciting to me. But this fight, even with that, it was dull, it was dry. If I didn't have my drink in my hand, I probably would have fell asleep because the fight was really boring. It was really just a drag. We all knew pretty much by the fifth round Mayweather was going to take the fight. But if you guys checked it out, you guys give me your feedback on it and what you think should be next for Floyd Mayweather. Now, this was supposed to be his last fight of his career. We know Mayweather stepped away before and he came back. Me personally, I don't think that this is going to be his last fight. He's tied now with Rocky Marciano as far as with his record, but I think that Mayweather, what he's gonna do, he's gonna be business minded like he always is. He's gonna step back for a year, year and a half, maybe even 2 years, even though that's a long time to step away from an art form like boxing because of your body and everything, and of course his age. But I think he's gonna step back for a year, year and a half, spend some time with his family, relax, step away from the limelight and everything, and then he'll come back. He'll see what his options are to go out there and make a big time pay per view fight. Like a Danny Garcia, or you got Thurman out there, or it's a lot of things that can transpire as far as boxing ranks from now to a year or a year and a half or even 2 years from where we are right now. So there's a lot of things that can transpire. I think he's just gonna step away, keep everybody guessing, keep everybody talking, see what his options are, and then come back and try to go for that 50 or maybe sign a 2 to 3 fight deal with Showtime and possibly HBO because it will be a high bidding war if he does come out of retirement. But you have to build that anticipation of you have to keep people guessing. That's marketing. That's the business side of boxing, and Mayweather has mastered that. You can say what you want about the guy, but when it comes to the business side of boxing, he knows him and his camp. They know what they're doing. So I think that's what he's going to do. He's going to come back, sign a 2 to 3 fight deal. for millions of dollars on top of what he'll get for actually fighting and cash out again. Then he'll finally step away. But this last performance that we saw, I don't think this is the way for him to go out. I think he needs to come back, fight somebody more opponent, maybe like a Danny Garcia or somebody like that, which I thought was going to be his next opponent, but it wasn't. So we'll see what happens. You guys give me your feedback on what you thought about the fight, what you think Floyd Mayweather's plans are next, what do you think he should do. I'm out. Peace.